Chapter 1 Find a River. My project began as an attempt to find a real river in a fantasy novel. I discovered an old river from the mere words of the novel and from the records of old London geography. In this way, the London is linked to the above-ground world. After that, because of my interest in this kind of speculation from fragments, I chose to pick one of the most obscure lost rivers in London, the Black Ditch. I reconstructed the connections between the fragments according to my speculation. Chapter 2 Above and Below Ground Geography. In sectional fragments of London 1 to 50, I constructed a continuum of underground and above-ground geography. A river runs through the different architectural elements, and the buildings are connected to the river in different ways in different layers. An area is claimed in the class showing an overlay of structures, paths, and the river. Then I claimed its place in London as a section put out of the land. Return to the river Black Ditch. A number of lost industrial remains shows its use. Transformation of the river inlet into the limehouse dock. Using the river water to cool the power generator. A large number of breweries use the water from this river to make beer, such as Taylor Walker Brewery, Charrington's Brewery, Albion Brewery, and so on. And people also use the waterway to dig a tunnel to the Thames. In the course of time, the river was eventually completely closed off and became an underground storm sewer. The series of maps shows how the sewer system is expanding. The ever-expanding sewer network and direct discharges brought about the Super Sewer project, but it will not address the direct discharge of the storm water from the sewer. After the removal of industry in London, the interface once created for the river was abandoned, or landfilled. Chapter 3 Patched together by a river. I crossed the banks of the present-day river as an object, along the river and sewer and sometimes intersecting with them. Observing the remaining structures. Sewer inlet, column cut off by the viaduct diversion. Earliest Chinatown Road and the monumental sign of the bell, and how they adapt to the changing urban geographies or become unused structures. Listening to the sound of the river in the sewer to confirm my location. In the next area, discovering the blocked river access. A dramatic scene emerged as the river runs beneath the trolley. In the headwaters area of the river, I observed a series of inaccessible places divided by the railway track. The buried water source and the brewery intake canal. After marking the information on the map, I found the cross-junction of the geological layers. The section along the river shows how the claimed junction links the hidden underground and above-ground structures. Rainfall is brought in to respond to the geological hierarchy from top to bottom, while rainwater filtration is used to respond to local water pollution that the super sewer failed to address. The purification process of rain is deliberately stressed so that it passes through unused and inaccessible spaces to produce new landscapes and paths. Rainwater will pass through the Truman Brewery's water intake tunnel, through the roof of Bishop's Goosyard, flying over abandoned railway bridge, converging into the junction, becomes a pool of water for playing and is eventually pumped into the sewer. At this time, a conceptual river emerges, patching together above and below ground once again, in the name of Blackfish.